Crime is up and the number of officers is down. That's according to a 2022 statewide report by the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs. New at 10 tonight, Kyle Simchuk is looking at the numbers included in that 583-page document. Kyle?
Well, this report tracks everything from rapes to robberies to vehicle theft. Last year, murders across the state reached an all-time high. However, the murder rate is still lower than it was in 1994.
A report this week from the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs shows violent crimes increased nearly 9% across the state of Washington in 2022. The state documented 394 murders last year, the highest number recorded since WASPC began collecting data in 1980.
And you can see that sharp upward trend starting in 2019 that we were hoping would begin to trend downward in 2022. It did not.
But WASPC Executive Director Stephen Strachan says context is important. Washington's population has grown.
We talked about this last year, but I want to be clear. The murder rate, in other words, the incidents per thousand when you factor in population, is still slightly lower than it was in 1994. That's not good news. It's just I want to be very clear that the murder rate was slightly higher in 1994 when there was a very, very high rate of homicides.
Last year, car thefts increased 34% across the state.
Is more than 12,000 more cars were stolen in 2022 than in 2021.
More than 134,000 people were arrested in Washington. 16.4% of all arrests were DUI related. According to the report, an estimated $669 million worth of property was reported stolen in 2022, with an estimated $180 million recovered. The Spokane Police Department reported $24 million in stolen property, with $60,000 worth recovered. When it comes to aggravated assault, the state crime rate per 1,000 people was 2.5. In the city of Spokane, it's 4.6. Seattle has an aggravated assault crime rate of 5.4, according to the report. Spokane police recorded a decrease in rape, arson, and no contact order violations. The department saw an increase in robbery, burglary, and vehicle theft. 18 people were murdered in 2022 compared to 15 in 2021.
Now, all of this information will be shared with the FBI, and that'll become part of their national crime report, which should be published this fall. Now, you can read the entire 583-page document. Just search for this story on KREM.com. Mark.